Hello and welcome to ZSR and the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 2 tournament. We've got a winner's bracket round 1 match between MrMario7788 and Aceslayer111. We have Vidya James and C Falcon on commentary. Take it from here, you two.
Oh man, here we go. It's going to be great. We got these are two Season 1 veterans playing tonight. We got Mr. Mario and Aceslayer, both of which are, I think they're more so considered Ocarina of Time randomizer players, but they are both very, very good at Majora's Mask as well. So this is a very interesting matchup for sure.
Oh yeah, I've watched them play OT quite a bit, so I'm actually interested to see how they handle MMR. Haven't gotten a chance to watch them too much in that, so.
Aceslayer, we saw a lot of Aceslayer in Season 1. Obviously, they made it all the way to loser semis, getting 4th place overall. So we got to see a lot. There's a lot of gambles, a lot of risks, but a lot of payoffs too. Very clearly knows when to take those risks, and it often pays out. Mr. Mario, on the other hand, I think a lot of OT players have problems going over to MM because they play super aggressive, rush density as much as possible. They don't play that safe, and that can often work really well in Ocarina of Time. But for MM, if you're not super thorough, they can often just completely bite you in the behind. And I think Mr. Mario is really good at not doing that. Again, I think that's a pain point that a lot of Ocarina of Time random players have, but definitely not Mr. Mario. So, yeah, he clearly understands the meta, knows what he's doing, and that should be a very fun match. I didn't get to see what was on the clock tower, but we're going to start in just like 20 seconds. So.
Yeah, I caught it on Mr. Mario's screen. It looked like just a piece of heart today, so.
Nothing important. All right.
No.
Well then, I guess we'll have to see as they start what happens. Should be good. Again, this is winners round 1, so potential to move on far in the winners bracket. But even if you lose today, it's not completely over. It's just a long climb through losers. So let's see how it goes. First of all, we'll see what openers these guys opt for. I don't specifically know which ones they usually do. Acelayer's immediately heading south, Mr. Mario heading north. So, a divergence immediately.
Yeah, there's so many different, openers you can do for, MM, so. Any, amount of them can pay off, going north here, you can get Tingle, right away. See if Mr. Mario turns and goes to, Observatory afterwards, or if he just goes out to the Donga Grotto.
Yeah. He might even go south. I've seen a couple people go for the tree. There's GFS, by the way, on the south clock down. That's really, really nice to start. Mountain title deed on Tingle. We'll probably grab that later. But yeah, we'll see. So it looks like, okay, Mr. Mario's going to get money for that. And yeah, so Acelayer's going for a south opener. This is an opener that people opt for if they want to just rush raw number of checks as fast as possible. The trade-off is that you don't advance time of day at all, so if your progression's locked behind day 3 stuff, then you're just going to be left behind.
Yep, looks like Mr. Mario is headed to the observatory, and the advantage of this route is that it's the opposite of what you just said. This advances the first cycle really fast, so.
Exactly. If your progression's on day 3, observatory opener wins outright. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't get number of checks as fast as possible, and especially if there's something in Road to Swamp, you're getting that so far so far into the seed that you might just lose a lot of time due to that. It's also not the best in terms of money routing, which does often come into play, especially in Season 2, because the bank is just so much more important now. Also, it looks like we have a storm start.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Alright, I guess we're gonna need at least 2 song items today, probably all 3, so.
Of course, that's usually how it goes. That's so foolish.
Jeez. Not the best foolish in either right out of the gate, but.
No, definitely not.
Also looked like Aceslayer got, I think he got the Pendant of Memories in the P-Hat Grotto, another fantastic immediate find,
Love it. Yeah, not the best start to the seed. Nothing on Observatory either, but we're about to get our hints here on Acelayer's side. Let's see, what kind of story do we have today? Got Nothing on range. Nothing on boat. Fisherman. A lot of nothing. Nope, road foolish. All right.
Foolish. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. If Mr. Mario gets South Clock Down Foolish, if this is the other South Clock Down Foolish, he's getting owned. Okay, Goron Village Way, the hero.
Well, I think we actually saw both South Clocktown Foolish. I think they were both the hint by Piat Grotto and in Milk Road. So
I see. Okay.
He will likely get GFS before seeing that hint. So
yeah, thank God. Let's see here. In the tree. I can't tell. His bitrate is so low. I can't even tell what's up there.
There was a few pixels up there, but
yeah. I guess we'll see if he goes to Climate, Mountain Village, and Goron Village Way of the hero. Cool.
All right. Yeah, gonna see gonna see a play to the north here once we get access. I imagine with those couple of hints.
Yeah, most likely. So what Aceslayer is doing here is he's farming money off of the bushes, and this is just, you can max your wallet really quickly. And this is exactly what I mean when I say Observatory Opener's not that great with money routing compared to other openers. Because Observatory just, you're at the will of what the checks give you along the way. There's no spot to just get a bunch of money at once.
Yeah. And as we've seen with Season 2, especially with Bank 2 now being a check that's enabled, getting money in there early is always a good thing.
Nothing on room reservation. And yeah, so what Mr. Mario will do here is he'll check a couple East Clocktown stuff, go over to the Stray Ferry in Laundry Pool, and then make it night 1. All to set up for a very efficient route to get Blast Smash check at midnight. Lady Aroma here, just nothing.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I feel like VXR forgot to put the items in the seed.
Yeah, where?
Like, what the heck?
Yeah, what's going on here? I could not see what was on top of the tourist center there.
Yep. I'm sure Aceslayer saw it, but
yeah.
at least there's GFS. It's like, here you go, figure it out. Here's a big sword.
Yeah, at least combat's not an issue, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking based on okay, there's a lens. I mean, that's something.
Something not terribly useful without magic yet, but
yeah. Just based on the items that Acelayer's gotten in his opener so far, I'm feeling that Observatory opener is probably preferable in a seed like this. And you never know, but like, those are the items that you lose out on the most if you do Observatory opener, so not too much of a problem, it seems. Yep. Yeah, Lens could definitely play into Mountain Village Way of the Hero, sometimes Darmani, but that would mean we would also need healing, which would confirm your theory of needing all 3 song items. So.
Yeah. Could also need the lens if the seeds really mean and put something like fire arrows on Mount Smithy day 1 or 2, and you have to get up there to thought it out. Of course, you don't actually need the lens to climb the wall if you know what you're doing, but logically,
yeah,
it would be something you would need.
Yeah, I don't think I would go for the climb unless I had magic. Because you could just find fire arrows along the way, and you still don't have magic, and then it's like, well, wasted my time. All right, what do you got? Guru? Not Gorman.
Nothing. Okay.
Yep. I'm telling you, there's going to be absolutely nothing until Night 3 in chest, and that's going to be Goron Mask, and then it's going to... All right, well, good to go.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Mario now checking this. This is the bomb bag check. 50 rupees for a powder keg. All right.
All right, well, that's definitely something.
Don't need that right now, but yeah, it's definitely going to help out later on. So, hey, at least that's one song item.
Yeah.
So there's been stuff, but nothing immediately useful yet. So it's like, what do you even do?
Yeah, we haven't actually unlocked anything new.
Yep.
In these first 7 minutes, so
Still Sphere 0. It's okay. So this is, again, I think Aceslayer is going to end up... Oh, he's not. Okay, he's not double timing here, which is interesting. I don't particularly know what his route does, but I guess maybe he just lets it time pass naturally. But yeah, this route for Mr. Mario is specifically what you do with observatory openers. You set up the scrub in Termina Field, and then you do this big loop all the way from West Clocktown over to the South Termina Field checks. Yeah, there's a bomb bag. All right.
Bomb bag. All right.
We got something. Yeah, essentially what Aceslayer is doing here, but a little bit later for Mr. Mario. And it's nice because you get a bunch of hints along the way, and you get some Sphere Zero stuff.
Uh-oh.
Wait, whoa!
Oh, hold on.
Right.
Did I say what? Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
It did, in fact, say that. All right, so we know where that is, finally.
At least.
Yeah, that's something.
Nice.
We can't really, do Swamp Spider House yet, but...
And you better hope that there's a hook shot somewhere that's not Goron locked, because... Yikes.
Yeah, I remember playing a seed once that had a Wath bean for Swamp Spider House.
Oh my god.
Because it had magic in it that locked the entire seed, and that was an experience.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I hope these two runners don't have to deal with that today, but it is possible.
Mm-hmm. So I think Mr. Mario equipping that mountain title deed, which tells me he's about to get the news, by the way.
Well, we just got the hookshot into Dongo Grotto, so never
mind.
mind.
Was there? That is? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Alright, so Swamp Spider House shouldn't be too much trouble then. But it's still good.
I was gonna say we're still gonna need a bottle though before we can actually do that bite.
At the very least, it's not gonna be, you don't have to do bean strats. It's a little time consuming, but whatever. At least you know. This is the Dongo strat. Butler's nothing. Here's hook shot for Mr. Mario as well. Did he not do Postman game, by the way? I don't think he did. I'm not sure. He might have. Judging by his number, he did, yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
There's nothing. Yeah, so Aceslayer's skipped all that. He hasn't done anything in West Clocktown yet. So he's missing that bomb bag, but other than that, it's not too troublesome. And the Pillar Grotto. What's the good news? GFM? Nothing special, I suppose. But yeah, essentially what Mr. Mario is doing is both of these guys are killing time until midnight when you can do the Blast Blast check in North Clocktown. And then once you do that, you want to get to day 2 pretty quickly because there is the Woods of Mystery Grotto, which has Sphere Zero check, only available day 2, so it's really annoying. So you do want to orient your route around it.
Yeah, I mean, admittedly, it feels a little bad to go into Woods of Mystery without a bottle, but
yeah,
kind of depends at this point how many options these two even have at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know how hard they're gonna try to find a bottle before going there. I imagine they might just head down and take care of it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I usually tend to go for the bottle, or go for Woods of Mystery without a bottle, because I've discovered the super big brain strategy. If you have a wallet and you go up to Icona, you can buy the blue potion and then head down the waterfall, and then you're right there at Woods of Mystery, and that'll get you. Oh, there's Deku Mask on Stump Chest, by the way.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I never remember that waterfall X from Icona actually goes there, so yeah, it's actually pretty handy.
Yeah, and yeah, with that Deku Mask, now they at least have the option to go to Deku Palace before Woods of Mystery and maybe farm for a bottle. There's also a Kamaro Mask from Mr. Mario's side. Yeah, Mr. Mario will now check the Hint Grotto and then over to the Deku Scrub. Unless he doesn't want to check the Hint Grotto, I guess. Interesting.
I wasn't watching him. He might have checked the ones in North Terminal when he went out to.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Also got a Romani's mask on the scrub there.
Oh, that's not fun. Nobody wants to see that.
No. Sound check is one of those checks that even if you get that, it's time sensitive. So.
Yeah.
sometimes it's not the easiest thing in the world to route in, even if you feel like you might have to do it.
Alright, so here's Deku for Mr. Mario. Yeah, that's a good point. Jess probably does want time. Although, I feel like now buying keg doesn't matter that much, unless you want to like specifically set up for keg trial on your way to the north, which I guess makes sense with Goron Village Way of the Hero, but to be honest, I think it's fine to just wait until next cycle to get it. And even then, based on his time of day, it looks like he's not going to be able to make it. So.
Now, I think he's gonna have to go straight for North Clocktown, I think, from here, so...
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, he'll probably just leave that there and buy it, next cycle. If he can get Goron Mask on this one, then I imagine he might start off right away with the ranch on cycle 2 then, so...
Yeah. Feels like the smart thing to do. Yeah, we'll get that, and right here we can see just a clear demonstration of why Observatory Opener is good for time of day stuff, because we're already getting to Grandma while Aceslayer still got a couple in-game hours left. Let's see what this is. Yeah. At this point, I'm really hoping for a bottle soon. And we get
there
one.
We go.
Nice.
There we go.
It's just that easy. Just have to will it into existence.
So that should, that will put our Goron Mask in now. So I imagine Mr. Mario will be headed to the swamp and be taking care of that.
Yeah, definitely.
On day 2.
That's yeah, that's pretty much what you want to prioritize, because getting that Goron Mask early, especially with both Goron Village and Mountain Village Way of the Hero, that's just going to help out immensely. Though, let's be real, the Goron Village Way of the Hero is probably just going to be Epona's song.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well, especially since we didn't start with it.
It always happens. Nice, there's Zora Mask. Hey, put on the mask! Okay, wait, you can... I guess if you set up bombers, you don't want to double time. That makes sense.
Yeah, true.
And couples mask, alright. So Mr. Mario set up for bombers, and he did equip Mountain Title Deed, although he does have logical access to Toilet Hand with the Deku Mask, so it doesn't matter that much. But he should be trading in Mountain Title Deed. Even though, let's just pretend he went and got Goron Mask, and then Epona's song was the Song of the North, then Mountain Title Deed trade-in is in logic with that, so...
I mean, sure, but the Mountain Title Deed, that was just on Clocktown Tingle, right, for $5, so it's not that hard to get it again on another cycle and just hand it in, so...
Yeah. And who knows if he's going all the way to Hall this cycle, so it's probably fine to just do it on Toilet Hand right now. Yeah, and if you don't save scum it, then you're probably going to be tempted to extend your cycle to go check Zora Cape. But, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Here's some money. Alright, so should see getting a couple more of the bombers and hopefully that Toilet Hand as well. Yeah, that's a good point. Mr. Mario does not have any money in the bank right now, which is unfortunate, but I think he's just kind of focusing now on getting through the rest of these Clocktown checks as fast as possible. What are you doing to that sign, man? Oh my god. But yeah, there's this little long jump strategy you can do here to get into the inn. That's just a little bit faster than using the Deku Flower, especially if you're routing it with bombers, so... Down to the Toilet Hand we go. What do you got for us? Yay! And our prize? It's nothing.
Yeah.
Ah, well. We'll see what the rest of the bombers is shortly here. And then hopefully quick trip to the spider house in a few minutes, I would assume.
Yeah. I'd be, knowing Goron Mask is available now and knowing where that keg is, I'd be tempted to get this first cycle wrapped up pretty quick here, so...
Out of the way, yeah. I completely agree. And you have basically everything you need for a very fast quick cycle aside from, you know, the spider house, but that's fine. We can make time for that.
Mm-hmm.
Heal witch, check witch, and go to Woodfall. Yeah, yeah, I can see that being. I don't know if I would. Maybe I would just do Woodfall right away after Palace and then go for the witch, but I don't think it matters too much. And then once you've done that, you can basically go to Night 3 right away, kill some time, and then you're well on your way to the ranch song quickly.
Yeah, interesting to note that Mr. Mario just bought a red potion, so I guess he's gonna do Woods of Mystery first anyway.
Yeah, I suppose so. You do have to buy the red potion, so I guess that makes sense. I mean, you can get it from Kotake. I guess it's just a little bit faster. And yeah, nothing here on the bombers either, so we'll see. Mr. Mario is up a Kamaro mask over Aceslayer, so we might see that right now. See if that's anything important. Long dance. And I guess maybe Aceslayer will red in Deku Playground here if he wants. Getting the couples mask as well.
No, he's not gonna get a better time to do that. It's day 2, so he can do some
yeah.
What is it called? Rupee displacement or whatever the tricks.
Yeah, that's what I heard it referred to. You want to explain that?
Yeah, so I'm not the most technical person, but whenever you activate like a cutscene, which includes transforming between the transformation mask, there's a frame where the platforms move, but the rupees don't.
Yep.
So if you do this enough times, the rupees just kind of fall to the ground, then you can collect them all and talk to the guy, and you basically win the game before actually doing anything.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what Aceslayer did. You can get all these rupees, and then they'll be like, oh wait, you finished the game right away. And the timer will say like 2 minutes. And it's like, wait, that's not right. But it just doesn't know what to do, and it just gives you the prize. Alright. Back to Mr. Mario here. He never checked this hint, so he's going to go do that now before going to the P-Hat. Unless he's not even going to do P-Hat. Moonsteer. That's absolutely nothing because South Clocktown's foolish. He's a day 3 P-Hat gamer. Aceslayer is also going to get the mountain title deed. We've already seen this check on Mr. Mario's side. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if he goes woods or swamp spider house first.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad idea, Jess, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I had the same thought. If you never going to ranch cycle like 2, just grab Piet along the way.
Mm-hmm. Does Mr. Mario know Milk Road is foolish? I feel like you should, but knowing that, you probably go nowhere near. It was in the Gossip Grotto, which...
Yeah, so I'm assuming he's seen the hint then.
Yeah.
Also interesting to note that Aceslayer handed in the Moon's Tear anyway. I guess maybe just hoping for like a Fierce Deity mask or something.
Maybe. Yeah, he has to go to Woods first, yeah, because he bought the red potion, and you need an empty bottle in order to use the bugs. So, and yeah, otherwise you'd have to go into the woods, talk to Kotake, leave, buy the potion, and then go back through woods again. So I think it's just faster to do this, as much as having Goron would be nice for the Woods of Mystery. Oh my god, no. That's so unlucky.
Yeah, the bad bat getting Mr. Mario the last possible second before the item. Like, I didn't... He got hit at the exact moment. I still didn't see what was actually in the tree here, but he's going for it, so...
I also can't see.
Oh, it's a wallet.
Okay. It's pretty nice, I suppose. What does Honey Darling have for us? Nothing, just some money. Acelayer's definitely in a better position in terms of money routing, but with that wallet, Mr. Mario should be fine. Don't say that. Sound check isn't logic. You're very right.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Acelayer's ignoring the wallet for now. I'm sure he'll go back for it later, but we'll see what's a mystery on his side first. Well, did he buy a red potion? I didn't see, but he probably did.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either. And also, when Mr. Mario went by, I still did not catch what was actually on top of the toy center. So I know he looked at it, but
yeah, I wasn't paying attention either. This gossip stone here says Woodfall's a foolish choice. All right, well, never mind.
Okay.
Interesting set of foolishes. None of them particularly useful, but I guess we get to do Woodfall a little bit faster. In the grotto we have nothing, so see how this plays out. At the very least, we can empty our bottle and go for the Goron Mask, which is great. And then once you do that, you still don't have access to the north. We're still looking for a bow, so who knows? Maybe it's a Pona song in the ranch, and then bow will be later on in like Coast or something. Bow is on soundcheck. It should happen.
Yeah.
It could happen.
There actually is quite a number of places that our first bow could end up being on in the seed, so... I think that whole thought process actually kind of goes back to what you were saying at the beginning about these two being OT players and wanting to be like incredibly aggressive, because my first thought would be immediately just, I'll go back, rush the keg, and then rush all this other stuff, but...
Yeah.
As OT player, but yeah, it's also possible if they're a little too aggressive, they might go right by like a waft bow somewhere, and then
yeah, then they
could
like...
have a really bad time as a result.
It's like, where do I go now? But yeah, nothing on Kotake. So these guys are pretty close. Mr. Mario just a little bit behind from the woods here, but he is up a wallet. He's up a couple more items that Acelayer will still have to go back for later. But yeah, Acelayer's playing a little bit more aggressive for sure. Though he does have, I guess, Deku Playground and Honey Darling. No, Jess, with the wallet in play, I'm not so sure about just resetting after Staff Room. I'd still probably want to check Curiosity Shop. Also, yeah, Acelayer's going back for that wallet now. Can you do, though? I mean, I guess what you could do is just make it Night 3, like, right now, and then start Swamp Spider House and then Deck of House. Oh, it's a bomb bag up there.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
There's another bottle. Nice. Oh, hey! Now we have 2 bottles for the Spider House. Yeah, I think making it Night 3, like, now or, like, halfway through the Spider House is probably a good idea, and then you can go back to Clock Town and finish up your cycle real quick.
Yeah, that's true. They would be like not doing sound check as a result of that. But then again, I don't know if that is really on their minds right now or not.
Yeah, probably not.
No,
Oh no.
Oh jeez. Okay. Gonna want to make a note of that probably for later.
Yeah, yet another reason why you want to wrap up this cycle as quickly as possible. You know.
I am a player that's always fearful the later I get into a seed and I don't see that layer to Kafe, that if I'm looking for something, I'm gonna find it on like day 2 in, I don't know, like GBT or Stone Tower Temple, and then
it's just gonna be like, you're gonna find it like day 2 at like 11:45, and you're like, man, come on. Oh, don't get caught. Okay.
Oh boy, oh that was close.
Either of them, yeah. I'm telling you, man, the ground jump strat is the future. You get to skip all this RNG. Neither of them are going for it. There's this hookshot tech, which is pretty neat, but it can also get you into situations like this. Bean Man has nothing. Oh my god. Nothing much in Deku Palace right now. It's very curious why they're not going for Spider House immediately. I mean, I guess having Goron Mask now is not that big a deal for Deku Palace, but you definitely want to grab it while you're in the area. Not sure they realize. They should realize that it's at least in logic now. But it's all good. I'm sure they'll prioritize it at some point soon. Oh my god. He's cutting it so close here.
Yeah.
That is just a rupee over there. Alright, so
not a whole lot here in the in DP, so I hope that the song is at least something of note.
Yeah. You can see a fully foolish Deku Palace if the song is just healing and then that leads to nothing. Yeah, this little... Yeah, generally you just want to side hop onto one of these two platforms, but because MM's camera is stupid and awful and I hate it, making that side hop correctly is kind of annoying because you have to turn the camera.
Alright.
Ah, it's New Wave.
New Wave, alright.
So that puts exactly one check into logic and it's Gossip Stones, and that's it.
Then we didn't see like a sometimes hint or anything for that yet, so that could be potentially important.
Yeah, I think they're both gonna go for Swamp Spider House at exactly the same time, pretty much, which is really neat. Mr. Mario, no! So I guess it will just be neat little execution race here. Who has the better Spider House?
Yeah, they'll get to do this, and also, I guess as a bit of a funny note, we'll also get to see the rarely read Swamp Spider House hint.
Oh, yeah! Oh, it's so exciting when you get to read that.
Yeah.
And that's just something you would have gotten anyway, and it's whatever. Two bottle strat here, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not terribly versed on any route through the Spider House except when you have all 3 bottles or for bugs, so
it doesn't make that much of a difference. Having more than 1 bottle is fine, but usually like 2 is as many as you need. And even then, like 1 bottle is still fine. You just have to do like one kind of tricky thing. Also, yeah, this one here, and then either of them are going for the route that I do, and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to go to the left room first, although that may just be like the 1 bottle route. I'm not sure if 2 bottles makes it any different. You do want to go left first, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm sure alternate routes for the Spider House. As long as you know what you're doing, you won't lose that much time. Interesting. Mr. Mario just grabs the bugs right away. But yeah, you can grab the bugs in the back room here. Alright, well, it's just another Goron Village Way of the Hero rip.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mr. Mario going left now. So we pretty much just got to watch these guys do Spider House for the next like 5 minutes or so, so this will be fun. And yeah, let's think about what's left, because once we get the Goron mask, all that really gets us is chess minigame, sound check, and Road to Icona Grotto, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. There might be like 1 or 2 other things, but without a bow, we're severely limited. And I guess it also gets us the ranch song, so...
Yeah, yeah. Unless we have vanilla Eponas, then more of this would open, but...
We'll have to see what the song distribution... And if it is Eponas in the branch, then I'm very curious to see what the Goron Village Way of the Hero is. At that point, I'd be unsurprised to see Lullaby with something in Snowhead, because that's how Season 2 be.
Oh yeah, no, Keezy Snowhead is quite valuable, so...
So I guess for those who may not have watched any bracket matches since Season 1, in the first season of the Randomizer tournament, we left Keys vanilla. As it turns out, keys don't really affect that much in terms of, you know, how you do the temples. Like, even if you shuffle the keys like you would in Ocarina of Time, say, it doesn't change much. But what ended up happening was we found that the temples were really mostly irrelevant, especially GBT and Stone Tower. So we turned on Keysy, which means the small keys are removed and those chests are shuffled into the pool of randomized items. And what this does is it actually makes the temples much more appealing, especially Stone Tower. Stone Tower used to be almost irrelevant, and now it's very, very, very prominent, actually. It's a very viable option. And the only trade-off is now Snowhead is quite possibly the most powerful region in the game, or at least it rivals Pirate's Fortress for that title, I suppose.
Yeah, especially given that it's not just Snowhead Temple itself, but of course Spring Mountain Village and Twin Islands afterwards. Like, there's just so much stuff there that you're probably gonna do that pretty quickly once it becomes available.
Yeah, it was already a really good option, and now it's just blatantly overpowered. But I think I'm on Team Keezy. I definitely prefer it to having GBT and Stone Tower never be anything at all.
I am also 100% there, and I swear it's not just because I love Stone Tower Temple.
Yeah. Alright, Mr. Mario's being very safe here, by the way, because he's at 1 heart, and as soon as he gets hit by one of the Skulltulas, he's gonna die. Yeah. Oh, you can do it. You can hit him. There you go. Yeah, you might as well grab a little bit of health here. Aceslayer getting that Goron mask first. There you go. Actually, quite a bit ahead of Mr. Mario.
Yeah, he had a very clean spider house, all things considered. So.
Yep.
And I guess even with Woodfall being foolish, since you're here, just go in there and hit the owl statue and.
Yeah, pretty much.
Continue on.
And I don't think there's some players who probably don't realize this, but if you're not checking the chests in Woodfall, it's faster to go right. Go around right, because while you do get chests on the left way around the loop, it is just a little bit longer, so... Uh-oh.
Oh,
watch out.
Okay. That's good. That's good to know. I know somebody who wished he would have known that last night.
Unfortunate.
I was not aware of that, actually.
Yeah. It's just... Oh, nice. That hip loop just...
But yeah, bye.
Yeah, there's the Goron for Mr. Mario as well, so should be hot on Acelayer's tail. Just hit the owl here and then get out. Get on with your life and whatever you want to do. Which at this point, I think what I would want to do is, I mean, we've been saying it this whole time, but advance your time. And I think that's what Mr. Mario is doing. He's kind of realized, oh yeah.
I think we're gonna see a double time to night 3 right about now.
Yep. Yeah, with that keg on Bomb Shop, it is very preferable. You do not want to go to Ranch. Normally, if you don't have like Goron and keg, going to Ranch Cycle 1 is a good idea. At least some players like doing it to kill some time on day 3. But here, you definitely don't want to double dip Ranch. It's just horrifically inefficient. Yeah, so the reason why they'd want to do the owl there is because you're already right here. It's technically faster to just hit the owl now, and then whenever you find Sonata, you can just soar back and do Woodfall whenever you want. You have to do this movement at some point anyway, so you might as well do it while you're in the area. Also, there you go. Give Domask on Couples Mask check.
That's nice. That's our Icona access.
Yep. And Mr. Mario is actually going to miss out on that until next cycle. But hopefully it won't matter that much. So... Still no bank 200, but Aceslayer never went back and got that wallet after all, did he? Interesting.
Huh, okay. That's really interesting. I'd want to pick that. I want to pick that up for nothing else, to be able to hold money if...
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even bank 2, or even later if like bank 3 somehow ends up being required.
But we will see bank 200 on Mr. Mario's side right now. Oh, also Acelayer's side. And it's nothing. And I think Mr. Mario is going to withdraw 100 and go buy that Romani mask. You're going to do it now. Aceslayer, on the other hand, is just resetting right away. I really hope he didn't see, like, Bomb Bag in the tree instead of Wallet, because I think that might be a possibility. Mr. Mario doesn't have the hint for South Clocktown Foolish yet, so we'll get to see what this chest is after all.
Yeah, no, chat bringing up a good point. Ace actually, he Song of Time on night 2, so he didn't do anything on day 3. Like, he didn't even check the staff in chest at all, so... That's very aggressive, I gotta say. Yeah.
I mean, I completely understand with that keg you want to advance time as fast as possible, and the cafe letter as well, but... It's a bottle. I mean, that's going to definitely speed things up, so... Not the worst thing to skip, but kind of annoying still. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much you can do. The only thing you can really do to speed this up if you don't have a bow... Well, I mean, you could grab bombs, but... What I usually like to do is I'll just pull out the keg as soon as I soar, and then just backwalk over to the rock. That's pretty much all you can do. In the Goron Grotto, we have nothing. Alright, go buy that Romani mask. So maybe we'll see a sound check on Mr. Mario's side. Oh yeah, Mr. Mario, like we mentioned earlier, okay. Mr. Mario skipped the hints. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this up now while he's on his way over to the scrub.
Yeah. I swear, if he sets up for gossip, put on Zora Mask. Yes, he's doing gossip! Let's go! If you can remember how to play New Wave.
Well...
Hardest song in the game, easily. I was on commentary with Fox last night, and I asked what he thought the hardest song to play was in the game. And his answer was Elegy and MM3D. Apparently that's a nightmare. Also, yeah, so Oaf.
Yeah.
Guess Mr. Mario is going to kill time for Curiosity Shop, so he's being a little bit more safe with his plays here. Shouldn't take that long to route in Gossips, though.
Yeah, and given that we got Oath out of the ranch, being a little safer and playing more thorough might actually pay off. Since we definitely need a bow to pretty much do anything else in the seed at this point, so...
Yep. And at this point, the only things I can really think of left are, like, you got Chess Minigame, you got Gossips, you got Bank 500, and Soundcheck, and that's pretty much it. Well, there's also Doggy Racetrack Chest, which Aceslayer didn't check.
Huh, okay. Wow, he's playing, like, really aggressively.
Yeah, he's probably hoping for an opponent song in the ranch. I guess he's just gonna check the hint here. And then hit the L. Yep. Aceslayer forgetting that Milk Road is foolish, and checking this tingle now. My indeed. Ah, that's a foolish letter to Mama.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about these chests over here as well. Yeah, gold dust. Alright, with Mountain Village, Way of the Hero, that's pretty nice to have when you have it.
Yeah, another thing to keep note for Mr. Mario here. If you'll probably want to pick that up again at some point.
Definitely, and right now he can sell that for a full 200 rupees and get to bank 500 right away, pretty much. It's a really weird routing choice from Aceslayer, going out of ranch to get the Goron Grotto, and then back to ranch, and there's the bow.
Yeah, and there's the bow. Alright, we have the north to head off to, I think.
See, I wouldn't even call that aggressive. It's just, like, very odd that you would leave ranch to get check one thing and then go back.
Yeah, we're about to see the reward here from Gossip Stones.
Which at this point,
being a big deal.
Yeah, probably not, to be honest, now with that bow. Come on.
Oh, Lord.
Not again. Nothing on Gossips. Rest in peace.
Well, it's even worse because that's for one check, because we know the letter to Mama's in a foolish place, so that is for midnight meeting only.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man.
Looking like this aggressive routing is working out after all. What do we got? Nothing in the Curiosity Shop. Oh, sell your gold dust, sell your gold dust. Oh, he's inverting. Interesting. What's he planning? Okay, it's a misplay. Sell your gold dust! No!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh boy! There goes that 200 rupees. Unfortunately.
Yeah, rip. Ah well. Money routing, Mr. Mario, come on. Alright.
Yeah, I think his mind's 100% on rushing the ranch. He thinks this is gonna be Epona's.
I hate to do this, but I do need to run for a few minutes, so I hope you're okay with solo comms.
Yep. All right. I'll handle it. All right. So Mr. Mario is going to take out the money from the bank here to buy the powder keg. Head to the ranch. See that's oath. Hopefully he'll also go back and check the doggy racetrack chest, and we'll get the bow. Looks like there was just a red rupee on the ledge there in Goron Village. Alright, what's the scrub selling? Oh, just a piece of heart, so don't have to worry about that. Oath's order was in the ranch. Chat asking about that. Ace very likely here to get Epona's out of Wath, Goron Village, since otherwise we would need a dungeon open. And nope, there it is. There's Epona. So, probably not the most useful Wath hint in the world, unfortunately, but now we do have access to, well, Ace at the very least, because he has Gib Mask. He has access to both Grape and Icona. Ace gonna head over now to Lens Cave. Looks like he's got this day one path memorized pretty well. Yeah, there you go. Is everything in Mountain Village magic locked? Yeah. Yeah, we will not be able to get that Wath, at least logically, until we find magic. Of course, he can, out of logic, climb the wall with the Goron Mask, do both mount. Well, Ace hasn't picked up the wall, so he can't do Mounts with the day one, and he doesn't actually know where the gold dust is. But you can do both of those checks right now out of logic. I don't imagine he'll either runner will necessarily do that right now. Just because there's a lot open with opponents that they could find, like, magic and fire arrows, and then they could just take care of that easier. So, Ace now double timing, since he has not checked the Kamaros, or Rosa Sisters yet. He got the Kamara Mask a little bit later. Oh yeah, he did skip all the mini games, or at least in the moment he has. Mr. Mario is actually getting the. I don't think Ace got the rest of the hints here in Ranch, although it doesn't look like there's really anything of note that we haven't seen yet. Still missing. I think we're still missing. Yeah, we're still missing a Wath hint. Never mind, we're not missing a Wath hint. We just got the third one, Icona Graveyard. As of right now, I believe we can only do the Bombable Grotto there, but that grotto I've noticed recently, especially during some of these quells and races, has had some good stuff in it. And it's in logic right now, so something that maybe at least Mr. Mario will gravitate to. And we get our second sometimes hint, and beavers are dead. So, yeah, I think that covers us for hints in the seed. Ace is going to pick up that gold dust here. Yeah, it looks like he's making a play over to coast. Mr. Mario's taking care of P Grotto. Didn't forget about it after doing ranch, and then I imagine he will also head north and get Epona, and then we'll see what he ends up doing after that. Since he actually has a graveyard wolf, and chat pointed out that Ace actually skipped the hint. He might do he might head over there to do that one check, and then maybe go hit the Owl and Icona. Also picking up the gold dust again and prep for Mountain Smithy because of the Wath hint in Mountain Village. Also, nice job, Zora. What the heck was that? Where was Gibdo? Crap, chat. I actually can't remember. Yeah, Mayor behind the couple's mask. That's right. So, Mr. Mario, will hopefully get around to doing that soon. I actually forgot. I'm glad that was pointed. That was asked because I forgot he can't actually. When I said he could climb Icona, he actually cannot right now. And hit the owl statue, so that may be less appealing of a play here. Also, looks like yeah, he's getting some money there. So are we going to see an out of logic Mountain Smithy play here from Mr. Mario then, since he got the gold dust and got the money for it? I wonder. It is a way the hero plays, so might actually be rewarded for it. It just depends on what's there. If that's worth the way the hero, of course, is in the first place. So Ace has made his way over to Lapfish. We'll see what that is. If I can answer something in chat about that magicless route up to Mountain Village, I personally don't have it memorized. I have a thing that basically tells me how many steps I need to basically climb each direction. So, because I don't know if I probably have a hard time memorizing those numbers on my own. So, just at least for me, it makes it easier. Alright, so Ace hit the owl statue at Great Bay, did Lapfish. Now going to, actually going to check Zor Cape. Opting to do this before thinking about, Pirate's Fortress or anything. Maybe hoping to find another bottle or magic or something like that would speed it up a little bit. Also probably gonna go hit the owl statue over at Zora Hall, although I don't think Ace picked up the Mountain Title Deed. Oh no, hi Bomber's Notebook. Yeah, I don't think Ace picked up the Mountain Title Deed again from Tingle, so not gonna be handing that in. I guess to be fair, it's nighttime right now, so he wouldn't actually be able to, or at least, he wouldn't be able to pick it up from Tingle and Clocktown. He would only be able to buy it from the Tingle and Icona as of right now. But he's gonna go ahead and looks like he's gonna do Evan and at least see what's on the ledge behind the scrub.
Yo.
Hey, welcome back.
Alright, sorry about that, but I did catch that we got a Pona song in Goron Village, and then Graveyard was Way of the Hero, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we were having a little bit of discussion in chat about, since there's only one check in the graveyard, which is of course the grotto, if Mario having the hint will go for it or not.
If I had Gibdo Mask in Mr. Mario's position, I would, but unfortunately he kind of lacks that. And Aceslayer, on the other hand, I think skipped that hint, so he doesn't even know. Alright, the Owl of Shame for Mr. Mario. Unfortunate. Okay, we'll see what's on this ledge here. Just a red rupee. Could trade that in if we had the deed, but we don't. Gotta go back and grab that. Is he gonna dip GBT? Is this happening?
Maybe. I mean, he hasn't done
Okay, now.
No, he hasn't done. He didn't actually go over to the cape ledges yet, so. And I guess if you're wanting to get back to that from Hull, I guess voiding out there's the fastest way to do that.
So yeah, what's being addressed in chat? Hold on. With regards to the paths to Lens Cave, I find it really funny how every runner has like their own unique permutation of what they know and don't know. Because obviously some people know all three. Myself, I do not know day 2. I know 1 and 3, but I do not know 2. So. I also saw that beavers is nothing, so. Looks like Mr. Mario's going to coast now as well. So he's hoping for a captain's hat before committing to the graveyard. Still needs to check Couple's Mask as well. Hey, Aceslayer, this is hinted. Or did he not see the Beaver's hint?
No, because that Beaver's hint was also in the ranch, which he skipped, so...
Why are you skipping ranch hints, man? I'm turning the stream off. I just got back and I already want to leave again.
I mean...
No.
no, but I fully understand that, like, frustration as a player myself. If I'm missing hints, I'm not skipping.
Yeah.
Easy hints, so... Yeah, a bit unfortunate. He's going to lose a couple minutes here doing Beavers for nothing.
This is why I skip Beavers even if I don't have a hint. So I'm guessing Aceslayer did not opt to go to Pirate's Fortress.
No, he went straight over to Hall and Cape first.
Interesting. Mr. Mario has the 4 bottles. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the magic to turn in gold dust, but I still think a trip to PF right now is a decent idea. Because there's a 50% chance that Eggs has Sonata or Lullaby, and those are 2 dungeons you really want to have access to early.
Oh yeah, and even outside of that, with the number of checks there, like, you could just run into a magic or maybe that captain's hat, something that would help out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually feel like going back to grab gold dust, even though it routes well with going to coast the first time to grab that gold dust again, it makes it so you force yourself into 2-trip Pirate's Fortress, so... Harris, that sounds awful. Never want to play that seed. Let's just get out of here. So we'll see. Does Mr. Mario opt for Pirate's Fortress right now? He doth.
Yeah, I'm definitely in agreement with this, with this play here.
Absolutely. We'll get to see Clifford, as I am now dubbing this heart piece check. Because it's on a cliff, get it? Clifford? Please laugh. Please laugh at my jokes, chat. Just with the... Get some... Come on, man.
Somehow, wow.
Oh, but it was a big red rupee. Didn't you guys see it? My god. Anyway, we get this banging track for our Pirate's Fortress trip at least.
Oh yes, that's a classic.
Slayer's now going back for that wallet, finally. Also getting bullied by the Wolfos. Wolfos, I swear, in OOT, Wolfos are just kind of whatever, but in MM, for some reason, they're just the most annoying bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Mario picked up the gold dust, and then went to mountain, or went north, and then I actually thought he was gonna do Mount Smithy out of logic at that point because he also picked up the money, but then he just left. So yeah, he still has the gold dust.
He's hoping there's another bottle here in Pirate's Fortress for sure. Not here anyway, but we still got a plethora of checks left here. Miss Aceslayer not making the same mistake as Mr. Mario. He's just going to trade in that gold dust. So we'll see what Bank 500 is pretty soon here, I think, on Aceslayer's side.
Yeah, if he only had two usable bottles before that, so that gets him a third one.
Mm-hmm.
At least lets him do Pinnacle Rock in one trip for him. It makes perfect sense to sell that.
Yep. Hey, there's Fire Arrow. Alright, nice. So that'll make doing Mountain Village checks much nicer.
Yeah, certainly so. Seems to be justified a little bit there, at least in not doing that out of logic. So
yeah, definitely.
Still gonna need to find some magic, but
That should be pretty close, unless it's Magic Go mode somehow. Let's see here. Nothing there. Where are you going, bud? Alright. What are you... Interesting. I don't usually see people do this route if they have a hook shot, but... Fair? Oh, you better hurry. Oh, you're not gonna make it!
Okay.
I guess. Interesting. Usually what I see people do there is surface and then void out as Goron and then leave out the door they came. And then that jet stream takes them to the same spot. But maybe that's faster. I don't know. I'll have to ask him about that. Yeah, Acelayer opted for Pinnacle Rock first, and doing without magic is kind of a pain, but oh well.
yeah, I know. But so Ace having 3 bottles, there was kind of in a weird position where it's like, all right, do I go for Pinnacle Rock and hope for the 4th bottle so I can one trip Pirate's Fortress, but also do this slower without magic, or do I go Pirate's Fortress and hope for magic, but also have to double dip it?
Yeah, it's a very odd spot to be in.
And so yeah, it looks like he's just chosen Pinnacle Rock.
Pirate. Yeah, we still got a fair number of checks to go through in both Pinnacle Rock and Pirate's Fortress. But I'm still thinking about GBT. Dipping it is viable. And then they also have the Graveyard Way of the Hero, which could just be the Grotto. Yeah, it's this unfortunate situation where both of them are lacking just like one little piece to go for the Graveyard Grotto. Mr. Mario doesn't have Gibdo, and Acelayer, well, he has magic now. He just found it in Pinnacle Rock, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That definitely helps wrapping up Pinnacle Rock here. And with the fire arrows in... sorry, the fire arrows in sewers, we're gonna be able to check both the smithy checks pretty conveniently, although I think Acelayer's locked it himself out of both of them this cycle. Mr. Mario, as long as he doesn't waste a bunch of time, should be able to check both smithy checks. And then past that, you can also check Hungry Goron. If we get Lullaby at some point, which could just be on eggs, then we can do springtime checks. Like, I think it's pretty easy to rush the Way of the Hero in Mountain Village at this point. But it does seem that Mr. Mario is pretty fully committed to doing eggs right now. So he should be able to get that magic fairly soon. Same with Acelayer's side, it seems. Interesting, because it doesn't feel like either player necessarily has an advantage over the other. Aside from the fact that Mr. Mario has the knowledge of Graveyard Way of the Hero and Acelayer has the Gibdo Mask, but regardless, Graveyard's still an area you'll probably go to eventually anyway, especially if you find Captain's Hat, so I don't really think it's a significant boost of information for Mr. Mario to have that Graveyard Way of the Hero, although it does probably help if you get bottlenecked. You'd be like, alright, well that Grotto is pretty likely to be something.
Yeah. I think the only way that hint comes into like play is if the Graveyard Wath like happens to be healing.
Yeah. Which is interesting. That does end up the case. Could just be healing for Darmani for that Way of the Hero Mountain Village. Yeah, I agree, Jess. It was probably just, he's like, oh yeah, I should grab gold dust along the way. Oh wait, now I don't have a fourth bottle. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Slayer's going for Pirate's Fortress as well. Alright, hear me out, Cubs. Imagine Hook's Sanity. It's a special distribution where all the junk checks in the game are replaced with links in your hookshot. Like the little chain links in your hookshot. And every time you get one, your hookshot just gets a little bit longer. And by the end of the game, it's so ridiculously long that you can go basically anywhere.
Wow, that sounds horrible, but also admittedly would be kind of funny. I guess real quick while we have a moment, I can explain real quick to chat. Cubs is actually trolling me. I'm well known for last location long shot no OT, and especially if it's in Stone Forest because I hate that place. So he's just messing with me, but
Mr. Mario, you can do this. There you go, bud. No, I have not seen that, Eris, but that sounds really funny. Okay, wow. I'm surprised that worked. Yeah, so we just got double Pirate's Fortress here. I think there's not really any equivalent to, I guess, OOT's Double Forest Temple. or even quad forest, which happens on occasion, but this is about as close as it gets, I think.
Yeah, they're just going around collecting the eggs. I certainly think the most interesting part will be afterwards once Mr. Mario sees that magic in Pinnacle Rock. Because depending on his time, we might see an immediate like invert to stop it, right? So he's able to get back to Mountain Village quickly to do at least day one. Oh, nice bunny hood.
Based on his time of day, I mean, he's only doing one trip to Pinnacle Rock. I think he's fine. He's only at like midnight, so. While we're waiting, I can bring this up. I remember one time I was on Restream for the Uter Weekly, and we got bow strength hookshot right away within like not even 20 minutes, and I'm like, all right, screw it, let's just go forest right now and do it. And afterwards, the commentators were thanking me only because I saved the Restream from a quad forest temple. Like, just barely.
Oh, man.
Anything I can do for you guys, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I guess once Mr. Mario gets that magic, yeah, he's gonna probably want to go check both the smithy checks, because he's gonna be done eggs. He'll be wrapped up with that. Who knows? He might even get Lullaby, and then he'll be able to do Snowhead, which would be really nice. And then you can just do all of your Mountain Village checks in spring, basically. We're just hoping that Aceslayer remembers that sewers exists, which, like, come on. So he'll get his fire arrows pretty soon as well. Going for the surface dives of... Okay, only a little bit of surface diving.
Yeah.
You can go the whole way through Pinnacle Rock just doing dives along the surface, but it's pretty risky if you don't know precisely what you're doing. I've only just started implementing it, and I still mess it up a lot. That's nice. If you're doing, like, 2-bottle eggs, or 2-bottle Pinnacle Rock, you can just, once you get to, like, this section, you can go for the last one across the other side and just dive across the surface the whole way, and it's so much faster. Yeah, quick little Pinnacle Rock, and I think Mr. Mario is just barely going to beat out Aceslayer here in terms of finishing eggs, but they're both going to do it at about the same time. And actually, Aceslayer not going for sewers right now, interestingly enough, so hopefully he goes back on his second trip.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if Aceslayer was like doing the route where you just go into, at least I've seen this, where people will go into interior and then like get thrown out.
Yep.
And then drive down into sewers afterwards, but he just sorted out, so.
And that's, I think that's slightly faster. I think it's like close enough that it's negligible, but I think it's better if you're doing eggs and you're one item from go mode. It's better to do interior first, because if you find your go mode there, then you don't even have to waste your time with sewers. There you go, there's magic for Mr. Mario. Yeah, they'll wrap up eggs at around the same time, but it's looking like Mr. Mario will get back just a little bit sooner. It's like kind of like a salmon kind of color. It's also kind of matches the color on his Zora, which is neat. They've got boring button colors though. Nobody likes to mix up the colors, I guess. Oh, yeah, he's going for sewers now. I guess this makes sense if you hit the button and then, yeah, okay, that's actually Yeah, I can understand doing it like this.
Yeah, most important though, he will get the fire arrow. So
Yeah. Although it's interesting, if there's something on Smithy that's really bad for Aceslayer, because he's locked himself out of both of those checks for this cycle.
yeah, unless he like, I guess it depends on what the song is on eggs. Unless he like immediately like resets after this.
Yeah.
And goes to Mountain Smithy. I don't know. It's an option.
Mm-hmm. I guess that after you're done eggs, it kind of makes sense to do that.
No, he has time to do the second Smithy check, but I believe he sold his gold dust earlier in the cycle, so
yeah.
He cannot acquire that again.
Alright, so we're hoping that eggs is required here. Or if it's healing, then our way of the hero is Darmani. Moment of truth here. Always got to be suspenseful for eggs.
Go.
Okay, it's LG.
LG. Alright.
Which is not in logic, because we don't have ice arrows, but... we could be in a situation here, honestly, where Mr. Mario is just Gibdo Mask from Go Mode, and then he just has to check Couples Mask. But yeah, he's... now, hopefully he remembers that Smithy is available. I guess he's just pausing 100. No. Okay, well. Bank 500, fine. Okay, it's just 50.
Got give it back.
Oh, he's getting a keg. Okay, this is smart.
Okay.
No, get the one from the bomb shop guy. Oh, it's faster to grab this one. I just think it's funny that they're both selling a keg. Fam, you forget about Smitty?
Yeah, day one's not free.
You need rupees, man. Uh-oh. Well, he's gonna realize in a second. Luckily, he has enough time that it's not a problem.
Oh, okay, there we go. Like, wait a second.
Luckily, again, time of day is fine for him. He's able to get it just barely, and if not, he could invert, so... And then, because of his time his day is so close to day 2, he should be able to trade in gold dust like right away. And then maybe he'll just make it day 3. And if it's neither of those, then you go do Hungry Goron.
Alright. We'll see here in a minute if this is what we're looking for. If,
Yeah, I think the basic rule is if an item is, like, replenishable, so, like, keg, for example, is one you can just keep buying over and over, and then you can buy it as many times as you want. And even gold dust, I think, functions that way. But items like deeds that are intended to be, like, one time per cycle use, you cannot. Alright, well, it's not that.
Not that, yeah. I'll be honest. I immediately did not realize the gold dust was replenishable because in vanilla, who the heck gets it more than once with a Goron race like that? So
yeah, it's not something you usually think about, but you can get it as many times as you want. Yeah, and actually, there's a very little known fact. I about this game that I only just found out about like less than a month ago. If you have Gilded Sword and you give the gold dust to the smithy on day 1 or 2, or rather, no, if you have Gilded Sword and you talk to the smithy on day 1 or 2, they'll be like, your sword is fully upgraded, but I can buy any gold dust for 40 rupees. So you can't actually get rid of your gold dust if you have Gilded Sword, as long as it's day 1 or 2. Alright, so it's neither of the smithy checks. Acelayer's resetting, most likely to go check those right away, but we now know that it's nothing, so it's either going to be Springtime or Hungry Goron.
Yeah, so I'm normally at the top of the list of people who will skip Hungry Goron. However, in this situation, absolutely
Yeah.
Do this and see if it's something that's important, like one of your elemental arrows or like Captain's Hatter.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, Mario's gonna route in keg challenge as well with this, so
that's why he bought the keg, and it seems Acelayer's got the exact same idea. Why are you not checking Hot Spring Water Grotto? No, go back. He just realized.
Yeah, it's like, wait, hold on a second.
Having these split second. Oh.
Oops.
Goodbye forever. Good thing you weren't Zora. Yeah, you heard me from 15 minutes in the past. Nothing there either. Yeah, it seems like Acelayer is basically the same idea as Mr. Mario here. Go for King Trial first here. That'll make sense. We already got a Pona song from Goron Village, but probably better to be thorough here with so few checks remaining. Although GBT Dip is looking more and more appealing, I think. What do you got for us, friend? Nothing. Wow.
No.
Wow, I can't believe it was Epona's song where you have the hero and nothing else. Oh, where are you going? Listen, Cations, you know full well it's not Swamp Deep.
It is definitely a Pona song.
Don't even try to tell me that it's Swamp Deep. If it's Swamp Deep, I'll give 10 subs.
Okay. I need to do a bit of watching here because I'm not terribly familiar with this setup of how to hit this because normally I knock the pot down next to it so I know which one it is, but okay, we got it. So
what I usually do is once I light up the chandelier, I'll turn well, I'll already be human. I'll go backwards. I'll roll 3 times, turn around, put on Goron, and then I'll wait for like a moment. Look at the chandelier, and then it's the back right one is the one that I want to aim for, and so then I just start a roll after that little wait.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Maybe I might make a video on it, to be honest, because I noticed a lot of players go for the break the one pot strat. What's Acelayer up to? Oh, he's getting cafe letter. All right, I'm down.
Yeah, beginning of day 2 here. Can definitely hand that in and check those. And as we know, there's not a whole lot left. That grotto and graveyard is getting more and more tempting the more and more nothing comes up here. But I don't see anything wrong with this.
Mr. Hugo, what do you have? This is pretty important, because I don't know if Mr. Mario is going back for this for a while, but... there we go. Hungry Goron.
Yeah.
Alright, Shrine is in logic. As soon as he gets the Gibdo mask, he has Shrine and logic. But yeah, this cafe letter could definitely be something important. Yeah, it's a tough call with GBT Dip versus Shrine, although I'd probably go up and hit Icona Owl and do Shrine first, in my opinion. But you do have GFS, so Wart would be really fast. Ooh, that's not good for Mr. Mario. That's the other Icona mask.
Yeah, and Mr. Mario's time of day right now, though, if he remembers it, he could head over to the mayor and actually get the Gibdo mask right now, but... See what he's thinking.
Yeah, his time of day lines up so well right now that I think he might just want to go for it. And then, yeah, it lines up with minigames. I think that's exactly what he's intending to do. And just a reminder, Mr. Mario does have Couples Mask, he just never went and checked it. Now he's getting Mountain Deed. Alright. And we'll see the last two checks here on Cafe Letter. Keaton Mask. That's Vanilla Keaton, isn't it? Or is it the second?
Yeah, I think it is the first one that he gives it to, so...
There you go. So to be determined if that Keaton mask is important, but as long as Mr. Mario checks Couples Mask with this kind of Clocktown cleanup that he's doing, shouldn't be a big deal if he skips Cafe Letter, unless Keaton Mask is something important. I don't actually think that doing Rupee Displacement on day 3 is faster. Because you still have to do the game and get the 2 ones moving up and down.
Yeah, I honestly don't know, but I've usually never done it on day 3, so...
Yeah, there's actually some neat little platforming tricks you can do here, but it's kind of risky, so not a lot of people go for it. Pretty critically, Mr. Mario still knows Graveyard is way the hero, and hopefully he remembers that South Clocktown is foolish, so he doesn't go waste his time with that Moonsteer. But if he gets that Gibdo mask, I think at this point, Graveyard's a really nice option. Even if you're just getting the Grotto on the way to do, like, Shrine, I still think it's quite the good play. Yeah, okay, he's gonna go get it, so...
Alright, yeah, cool. Won't be missing out on that any longer.
It'll be interesting, because I'm sure once Aceslayer does Hungry Goron, because let's be real, you do Hungry Goron here. He gets the light arrows, he's probably going to want to go to Shrine soonish. The question is, will he dip Graveyard, not having the knowledge that it's Way of the Hero? Because I know some people like to skip that Grotto if they're just on their way to Icona. I guess we'll have to see. he's going. He's going for it.
Yep. Mr. Mario even buying the potion beforehand, remembering Shiro.
Yep.
Along the way there, so that'll be really nice.
Oh, and of course, chess minigame along the way. Might as well get it out of the way now. Imagine skipping minigames.
I mean, admittedly, sometimes I can understand not wanting to play this one, but...
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's more than a couple ways to clip through the block so you don't get trolled too hard, but...
Yeah, regardless, this minigame's a pain in the ass.
It is, yeah.
And then Town Archery's not bad, but it takes a while to do, so... Well, it looks like... Oh!
Oh, okay. Alright. Thought about it, but...
I mean, you still have to find yourself in a position in the maze where clipping is an ideal thing to do. Because you can do the clip early and then get yourself stuck, and then you have to set up for it again. And setting up for it is not like, I mean, it's more precise than it really needs to be, so it's just it's more annoying than it has to be. Also, yeah, Mr. Mario lacking the critical information on this minigame. At this point, we're really only missing ice arrows and then maybe one of the song items. We haven't seen a temple clear yet, so we don't know if that song is required or not, but that's it. We just have the graveyard song, castle song, and temple clear. So yeah, Mr. Mario's skipping Town Archery. So Aceslayer, he's done Honey Darling already, but he's not done the other two. Also, we haven't seen a Swamp Archery from either of these players yet. Light arrows for Aceslayer. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see if Aceslayer opts to go for the graveyard on his way to Iconic. But who knows, there's probably going to be a graveyard way of the hero along the way. Shiro's got nothing. We'll see what this hint is anyway, or not. Uh-oh. Alright, so we'll get to see what this grotto is. If this is Captain's Hat, that's really annoying. At least for Mr. Mario. Well, for both of them. I guess Aceslayer is probably going to reset before he goes.
Alright, let's see.
It's Ice Arrow.
Okay.
Alright, so Mr. Mario is potentially one item from Go Mode now. So the question is, do you go for Shrine or do you just go for the GBT clear? Now that we have Ice Arrows, I feel like the GBT clear might be a little bit better. Although we also have Stone Tower Temple fully available to do, so...
I mean, I've at least been told that if you're in a situation we're looking for in the season 2 settings, you're looking for a song item, that going Stone Tower Temple is pretty good. So,
yeah, in terms of number of checks, it's way better, but it's also in a higher sphere, which means statistically it's less likely to have those items. So it kind of balances out. They're kind of both good plays, but I think most players will opt for Stone Tower over GBT. But yeah, Jess is kind of right. It's either is fine, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either.
Also, yeah, that's the staff room check for Aceslayer. An hour and a half into the seed, but it actually... I honestly saw that and I'm like, oh yeah, that's pretty smart, because now he can go do Shiro with that red potion, but no, it's just he hasn't checked that chest yet. Right, we'll see what Mr. Mario opts to do here. I think he's going for Stone Tower, it looks like. Or Castle? Question mark?
He's gonna at least look at what's on the pillar here. Maybe do the mirror show chest in the well, perhaps.
Up there. That's a postman's hat.
Postman's hat, yeah.
South Clocktown Foolish, so no need for that. Is he gonna go for right now? He could, if he really wanted to, he could go for right well.
I always forget that Gibdo on that side wants was it bugs to enter that room?
Yeah. And you can grab bugs in the first room you go through. No, he's not going for it. It doesn't actually take that long. Honestly, if I'm going down here for Mirror Shield chest and I have Gibdo, I usually go for right well at the very least. I think he's gonna go, he's gonna go do Cape, and I guess maybe he'll just do GBT right now, which I definitely agree with this play.
I mean, he's inverting, so okay, well, I thought he was inverting, which would have suggested maybe GBT.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe he's got some plans with this time of day, I'm not sure, but... Where's Aceslayer going? Oh, I guess he forgot a red... He wants to get a red potion for Shiro, maybe? It's an interesting idea, Jess. I'm not sure I would do it, though. I don't think I've ever seen somebody go through the main entrance of Zora Hall in Rando. Would it be faster? Really? Is that what he's doing? Oh my god, he's doing it.
Actually looks like it. Or... Oh,
not.
Well.
Aw. He heard us again. He's like, watch me do it, psych.
Psych.
He did grab Mountain Deed, so that indicates... And he can full clear Zora Hall right now, so this works out quite well for him. So now we'll see. Will Aceslayer go for the Graveyard Grotto? Or is he just going to do Shiro and then bounce? Mr. Evan here. We already know this is nothing. Yeah, it looks like Aceslayer is also opting for the Graveyard. Ah, yeah, that hint would do it.
I didn't... Right, because Mr. Mario had all the hints, so he didn't actually read that.
Mm-hmm. Never
Gossip Zone, but
punished.
what a very convenient place for that hint to be placed.
Never punished. I swear. Trading in Mountain Deed gets us nothing. But we get to see a new check here, which is Zora Hall stage lights.
Yeah, a check that I'm glad Mr. Mario is doing right now before GBT, because of course if you do Great Base Temple beforehand, everybody's on the stage afterwards and you can't actually do this, so...
Yep. And there you there. Alright. What's the next move from you, Mr. Mario? Clock Town, huh? What's he planning? I guess he's at the end of his cycle. He's probably just gonna deposit money and then call it quits. This is a pretty crucial moment because we've got a couple of options all available to the runners at this point, and any one of them could be just the right play and spell the end of the seed, essentially. We don't know what the temple song is, but there's a 2 in 3 chance of that temple song being required, and if it is, then you just have to find one song item. And if that temple song is Sonata or Lullaby, then those are 2 great dungeons that you want to go clear as soon as you can. So I think in Mr. Mario's case, well, probably both of their cases, rather, because Aceslayer has Ice Arrows now, I think both of them want to prioritize clearing a temple.
Yep, and looks like Mr. Mario might be choosing GBT for that purpose here.
Yep. Definitely a good option.
I guess the real question is going in here, will he, since he might be one item from Go Mode, will he fight Ward or skip him?
It's a good question. My money is on him doing it. Also, looks like Aceslayer is similarly going to go for it. Is he going to go for Zora Hall stage lights, though? He didn't check it last time. Looks like he is.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see. Battle of the GBTs, I guess. And yeah, if you have GFS, Wart does not take very long if you can do the quick kill, so at least for that, that's a point in favor of doing Wart, but I'm a personal fan of if you're going into GBT looking for items, you do Wart every single time, in my opinion.
Oh no, I absolutely am as well. I just wonder if both of these runners feel the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, the way I usually look at it is, if I'm not doing this check now, when am I going to do it? And if the answer is probably never, then I'll just do it now.
Yeah, and I'd be remiss if I didn't also acknowledge the fact that they are in a bracket race right now where they don't, everybody always feels like they're behind, so
yeah,
who knows what kind of decisions they might make as a result of that.
It's impossible to not feel like you're behind when you're in a 1v1. Because you focus so hard on like the mistakes that you're making, and you're like, oh, my opponent would never do anything like this. And it's just, you feel terrible the whole time. Rip. Yeah. I think it's been sort of talked to death in the commentary booth for MMR, but just for anyone who might be new here, GBT is an extremely high execution dungeon. There's so many little things you can do to make time save. This recoil flip doesn't actually save that much time, but it makes routing the dungeon so much nicer. And it's one of the many things. There's just a lot of neat little tricks you can do here in order to save a bunch of time.
Yeah, the one I was practicing actually was learning before season 2 was the Goron water wheel in this first room, which is pretty interesting.
It's such a cool trick when you can nail it. It looks really, really neat. And Mr. Mario went for the strat that most glitchless runners use. Aceslayer tried to go for one of the... Actually, one I haven't seen in a while, which is where you just jump over his human. Normally, if you're human, you'll do a long jump strat, but... Yeah, it's such a cool trick. The one I'm trying to learn right now is doing Iceless without taking off Zora Mask, which is... It's scary, but it's not as bad as it seems. Oh, the ledge teleport. What a gamer.
Nice.
Almost. Alright, so let's just say that Mirror Shield is here, and then the Temple Song is one of the required songs we still need. That'll be really interesting because then it just becomes a straight execution race for the finish, which honestly is a pretty hype way for a race to end, so it's kind of what I'm hoping for right now. So Fox, we are in a song item hunt for Go Mode once again, but thankfully for once, it's not an oaf hunt. And it's also not a keg hunt.
Yeah, I was just gonna briefly comment. As long as they don't have to find Mirror Shield on, like, I don't know, Unhinted Goron race or something.
Yeah.
I don't know who that would ever happen to, but
imagine that. Yeah, this is a VXR special. Just, we have the captain's hat.
Oh, there we go.
Alright. That could be Go Mode. It all depends on if we see healing on the next two song items, but for sure Go Mode would be finding the Mirror Shield. And this is what I'm saying, man. If that's your Go Mode, then we're just watching an execution race for the end. Yeah, dude, I'm so conflicted now if you skip Wart.
Yeah, I think if you have a shot of being in Go Mode here, you just skip it, but...
Yeah. Uh-oh. We'll have to see. If this is it, then we just get to see Graveyard, and then 3 temples is a victory lap for the finish.
And there's the Wart skip for Mr. Mario, so...
Yeah. Oh. Fortunately, no Iceless for Mr. Mario. That's okay. Intended strat is fine.
Yeah, that's the one I still can't get in this dungeon, because half the time when I actually get on the paddle, I'm so shocked that I forget the rest of it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what do I do now?
Yeah,
I didn't think I'd get this far. It looks like Acelayer's catching up, honestly. It looks like Mr. Mario had a little bit of a lead going in, but Acelayer's definitely closed the gap just a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, if this is Go Mode, we could still need Mirror Shield, but if this is Go Mode, then this is going to be a very exciting race to watch all the way to the end. And gainer here. Here you go. Yeah, we definitely do not want to see a white music note on the Gyorg remains. We're looking for green or red. Those are the good colors.
Yeah.
So this right here, Mr. Mario is setting it to night right now because you don't have a day transition in Temple, so he can just go ahead and check that graveyard song without having to advance time in the graveyard. And we'll see how his Gyorg is without Fierce Deity. Don't shoot a nice arrow. Every time I have to do Gyorg in Rando without FD, I'm a little bitter, because man is the strat on English so much better than what we have to do in Glitchless. You just press a couple buttons, A and B, that's all you gotta do. And yeah, if you're an Ultra gamer, you can stun him with Zorarangs, but you need to be very precise on your timing there. Oh, look at this. It's so easy. But yeah, Glitchless is run on Japanese, and the Zora swimming is much different on that version, so Gyorg is quite a bit harder. And on the heart container we have Swamp Title, and
but I do see a green note in the
Yep.
on the oath check there, so that's Sonata.
Yep, 50-50 now for go mode, and if not, well, hey, you can at least go and clear Woodfall and see if your Mirror Shield is there. Cations, come on, man, don't even do this. Yeah, Mirror Shield on Swamp Title lead trade in. But yeah, you just go check that graveyard song right away. Uh-oh. Okay. Acelayer's fine here, but generally you want to stun Gyorg a little bit closer to the wall so that he doesn't swim away when you're trying to stun lock him. A little unfortunate there, landing in the water, getting eaten by Gyorg, but we got so many hearts we don't have to worry about it. Oh, wrong text option, but...
Yeah.
Jess, I think you mean healing, but yeah, I see what you're saying exactly. Oh no. You need to grab a stick, bud. No stone mask either. Yeah, just get rid of the bats, you might as well at this point. Might as well check this chest. So that's a bow refill. You're in go mode, that's pretty nice, I suppose.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. This is it. We see a red song here. It's go mode for Mr. Mario with maybe 1 or 2 minutes advantage over Aceslayer at this point. If not, then let's open up the damn casino once again. Survey says...
Oh no!
It's healing!
Oh, well... Alright.
Yeah, VXR ready on that bet.
I think I'm gonna bet where I was hoping it was last night for me, so...
Yeah.
Or at least in the general area. But yeah, no, I agree with... Probably we're gonna see Woodfall Temple, I'd imagine, first after this.
Yeah, most likely. Healthy number of checks in a short amount of time. Does anybody bet Darmani? Nope, yeah, somebody did already. Yeah, once again we are in a mirror shield hunt. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Bremen for lemon. Yeah, if it's Swamp Title Deed trade-in, I'll give 10 subs. Oh, Mr. Mario, what a lineup.
Yeah, I was wondering for half a second what he was doing, but then I remembered that the song he picked up on Oath just a second ago.
Yeah.
And since now he knows he's not in go mode, gonna check Captain Kita before heading out.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think in terms of priority, I would probably do Woodfall, ISTT, Secret Shrine, STT. I think that would be my personal order. You'd want to fit in buying a bean at some point, so you can do stone tower chests. Interesting. Acelayer's not even going for clearing graveyard at this point. He's going for healing Darmani right away. Maybe he thinks that this is Way of the Hero. He doesn't realize that light arrows were Way of the Hero. I'm not sure. But we'll see. It could pay off.
Yeah, or for some reason he's playing off the fact that even though the ice arrows were in the graveyard, he's playing off of maybe healing Swath.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and Mr. Mario, on the other hand, opting for Woodfall as we predicted. You're just, at this point, you just want to rush your density as much as you can. We'll see pretty soon what our friend Darmani has, at least. Wait, nobody's bet Wart, right? Let's go. Alright, nothing on Darmani either. Oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to point this out to you when I was during a race. With Keezy, it's faster to do this side first in Woodfall.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, okay.
I had a slight problem. I immediately went to Woodfall after I reset, so I had no arrows.
Oh yeah.
That was my problem. I'm actually more than well aware of this.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I think actually Fox pointed that out to me on comms last night, and I completely forgot. So, yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. No, but I am aware of that, but thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Mario, though, had a full quiver, and immediately starting off with the compass chest here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, choose.
And then he'll be...
Yeah, it's pretty interesting with Keezy how basically everybody's had to like relearn the temple routes. Memhard choose. Hey, they're useful in like one spot, kind of. Oh, dude, listen to... Nah. Aceslayer could have listened to Mikau yell baby over and over. Alright, Mikau. I've actually seen some people use choose in this room to flip the turtles. Mikau has the Mask of Truth.
Okay.
Wow. Ambiguoso, huh? Yeah, it could have been 2 checks in Ranch, but only Aceslayer. Is he going for the cafe mask? Or no, he's just checking the chest. There's no way he'd go for the cafe mask right now, right?
I wouldn't think so.
A midnight meeting? I don't know about that. He even has the knowledge that letter to Mama is nothing.
Yeah, looks like we're just checking the chest here.
Yep.
Fair enough.
It looks like Mr. Mario is making the plays for density, while Aceslayer is going for a lot of the out-of-the-way checks, trying to chase, you know, one-offs that could give him an advantage. And to his credit, he is slightly behind Mr. Mario, but I think what all this is going to do, unless he gets lucky, is it's just going to put him even further behind on his progression. So in the end, this is a huge risk. This is definitely Aceslayer playing from behind. I think he thinks he's more behind than he actually is. Ocean Spider House chest is nothing, it's just choose. At the Salty Sponge. I think Acelayer's making a play for Shrine now, maybe. Or ISCT. One of the two. Looks like he's going for ISTT. Or maybe even Pohut. Sword upgrade that we don't need. Listen, we all make that mistake every now and then.
I think even nowadays I'll roll every like 4 or 5 times I'll roll in there without it with the Gora mask on and not think about that.
Yeah,
so.
It happens. I gotta say, it was really cool yesterday seeing you grab nuts from Shrine and then going over to do Pohut. I thought that was really clever because it makes it very fast.
I'm assuming most people probably said something along the lines of that they could maybe see the OT player in me, perhaps based on
I definitely
that sort of thing.
Probably, I think I did make a comment along those lines, but it's really smart for sure. All right, goodbye, Adola. And on that is Red Rupee. And there's nothing on Boat Archery or Butler, so fortunately, nothing much. But we get to clear a temple at the very least. And the Pohut item is the All-Night Mask.
Alright.
More and more ambiguous items. Yeah, we're even getting a Pamela check here. Oh boy. Let's true. We haven't seen either of the archeries yet.
Yeah, I guess Ace's mindset here is because if I remember correctly, I think after you beat SCT, you can't actually check Pohut and Pamela. So
Yes, correct.
I guess he's just gonna do that and then probably head up after.
Yep. Mr. Mario writing in letter to cafe, it seems.
Yeah, someone actually just asked a second ago where Garo was, and Mr. Mario's gonna find that from this, but not much else.
Oh, there's the Keaton mask, which I don't think Acelayer's actually checked yet.
Oh, true, right. I guess I forgot about that because he hasn't, so...
Yeah, I mean, I only just remembered it now, once Mr. Mario went to go get letter to cafe. But yeah, we haven't seen that either. So there's probably a little bit more Clocktown cleanup that he'll be able to do. As well as deposit. Might as well try to factor in Bank 1000. Which, he needs one more full deposit. We'll get him there. I think he might just be going for Gold Dust. Nope, never mind. Now he's going for Camaro. We've already seen Mirror Shield check, but the other two well chests haven't been done yet. Also, I didn't see what came off of... okay, it's just the Giant's Mask on Pamela. Healing Mr. Camaro. This is the last healing check. We've seen the other three on Acelayer's side. And it's nothing.
No.
Oh, he's trading in Swamp D. Alright. And probably a Darmani check here as well.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I just noticed Ace is climbing up Stone Tower, but I did notice he doesn't actually have a bean.
Yeah. So he's not going to be able to do those checks. So unfortunately, missing out. And if that's Mirror Shield, then if Mr. Mario is smart about his routing, he'll easily win. Oh, we'll see. The temple itself has a lot of checks too.
No, or I guess it like Ace might get up here and then realize he doesn't have a bean, so he could always hit the owl statue and then warp go get one and come back if he's concerned about that.
Yep. Yeah, at this point, there's only... I mean, obviously you have Stone Tower, Temple, and Shrine, but after that, it's really just a bunch of one-off stuff. So it kind of comes down to who guesses right at this point. Interesting. Interesting setup to flip the temple here. Also, did he hit the owl? I didn't see.
He did, yes.
Okay, okay.
Though he doesn't seem interested in going to buy the bean right this second, so...
Nope. Lord knows I've been burned by Mirror Shield on inverted Stone Tower chest before. Time for a day transition. Alright, here we go. Am I gifting 10 subs? Nope. Not today. Okay, so a swap play here for Mr. Mario means that he is most likely just buying a bean and intending to climb Stone Tower. And I think even if... you have storms, bud. You don't need the water. But yeah, even if Mirror Shield is here in Stone Tower, Mr. Mario, it might look that Mr. Mario's behind, but he is up Woodfall Temple. So I think finding Mirror Shield here in Stone Tower right now is actually going to make it a really close race and probably a slight advantage for Mr. Mario. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff it could be. And they're probably, honestly, at this point with like the archery games, they're probably metaing off each other and saying, well, if it were there, they'd probably be done by now, right?
They might be doing that.
Yeah, it's a very common thing for metagaming, but it's usually why I don't like to metagame off of other players that way, and I usually close race time until I'm done the race. Because otherwise you can just put yourself into this situation where,
Yeah, no, first time I made any tournament, like big tournament was season 3 of OTR, and the first race I straight up, like, I flat out admit I blew it because of metagaming. And right. I said never again. I'm just gonna play how like I normally play, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Yes, it's very true. Riley's ego knows no bounds. This is a fact of life. Yes, Mr. Mario bought a bean, so he's going to be able to check the inverted Stone Tower chests. But no, I think Riley does have a point. Usually it's much better to just do what you usually do, not worry about, oh man, they probably did this check already, because you never know how they routed in this specific circumstance. You can know a lot about a player, but...
Yeah. I mean, I won't deny there are definitely some circumstances where you can very obviously tell if you're like way behind, but I don't know if I was either one of these runners in this situation I would necessarily feel that way, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't... Absolutely not. It feels like Mr. Mario's routed this pretty solidly, and Aceslayer, despite playing a little bit more aggressively, I think has covered most of his bases as well. Alright, so we should see Mr. Mario here going for the Stone Tower chests, which pretty much free 3 chests for you to do. The only question is, will he remember to mail in cafe letter? And if so, is that Keaton mask required? Up we go on the bean patch. Looking for a shield. Are we gonna find it? Double defense.
No.
And nothing. Yep.
Dang. Alright.
Never punished. But yeah, the hunt continues. And again, I think at this point, if they route similarly, it's going to be really close. We know there's nothing in... Well, there could be something on Twin Mold, but other than that, ISTT doesn't have much, it seems. he went so far with that recoil. What a gamer. That was a really nice twin mold from Aceslayer. That was way cleaner than I can do twin mold, admittedly. Which is why I usually like to have FD for that fight. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Might have recoiled the wrong way and realized at the last second.
Oh, got an ocean title deed on twin mold there.
Ooh. Is that all the deeds? No, we're still looking for land title deed. I think Acelayer's next move... Oh no, Mr. Mario, no.
No,
He recoiled off the second hit, but he didn't get the second hit on the Igor. But, I mean, I guess you can just do glitchless early Igor and get this. This is why I think it's generally a good idea to have both of these strats down, because obviously the recoil is faster, but if you don't have bombs or you mess it up like that, it's still good to go for. So yeah, that was not nearly as catastrophic as it could have been. So is Aceslayer going to go for Shrine? I feel like a Shrine play is happening now. If he puts on Zora Mask here... No, he's storing away. Alright. Fuck the Shrine, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Alright, he hasn't actually done Woodfall Temple yet, so...
Yeah, might as well do it now. It's... Yeah. But then after that, they're probably going to be about the same in terms of, I guess, timing. And then it's going to come down to which one does ISTT, which one does Shrine, and if it's neither of those, then where the heck? So let's think about what else we have, because obviously there's the archery still, for sure, and then don't really have anything in springtime, obviously, because we're still looking for Lullaby. We've got both of the well checks, of course. Trying to think what else. The Keaton Mask Quiz we haven't seen either.
We have seen both Bremen and Mascatures, I think, and those haven't been checked. Aceslayer got All Night's Mask somewhere, right? And I don't think he's done either story.
All Night Mask was something really stupid and bad. I can't remember what it was, though.
There's Midnight Meeting because that stupid coffee mask in Ocean Spider House.
Yeah,
that's probably one of the last things on their mind.
Yeah. That was Pohut. Okay, yeah. Pohut was the All Night Mask. That's 2 checks that Mr. Mario is not going to be able to do this cycle. Also, he's definitely missed out on Cafe Letter.
Oh, yeah, it's way past that time, so...
Unfortunate, but... He's still able to do Shrine, which is a fast 5 checks, and then Stone Tower Temple is another fast 4 checks, and then 1 kind of slow. But yeah, depending on this twin mold, they should be pretty even. I think Mr. Mario's just going to be slightly ahead, but Aceslayer has like Mikau and Ocean Spider Chest and a couple other things. Yeah, if I'm in Mr. Mario's position, I'm definitely gonna go for Shrine as soon as I'm done with this. Trade in the Ocean Deed and then just swim over Azora. Dude, these players are so much better at aiming than I am. I gotta shape up.
Ace, yeah, Ace did play Song of Oh, I think I know why. That's a sound check setup.
Oh, wow.
At least I can't think of anything else you would do that for right now, so...
There's the Ocean Deed. Alright. Let us see what Mr. Mario opts for next. Obviously, you go and trade on that Ocean Deed, but is he going to do what Aceslayer did and soar away somewhere else? Probably not. I feel like you do Shrine, or at least want a Shrine Stone Tower at this point. Now, BXR, I'm going to trust you as the restreamer here. If Aceslayer does sound check, as we think he's setting up to do, please switch to his audio. We need to hear it.
Yes, because one of the most hilarious and best features of the MMR Rando recently is the fact that your randomized instruments actually do play when you do sound check, so sometimes you can get some pretty hilarious results.
Yep. So Mr. Mario here, also saying no to that Chateau Romani on the ledge. Doesn't need it. Here we go. Here is the secret shrine. Also this grotto, which I guess hasn't been looked at yet. I think Aceslayer checked this one already, but... And of course, Secret Shrine, one of the only places, once you have Goron Mask, where Bunnyhood is actually pretty nice to have. In most cases, Goron Mask is just objectively faster. But here in like the first part of ISTT, having Bunnyhood is actually preferable. Yeah, for STT as well, you're correct.
Yeah, this is the one nice thing about that early GFS is that these enemies in Secret Shrine are no problem to fight, so
yeah,
he'll be
easily.
in and out here pretty quick.
Yep. Especially the time save on Ward alone is definitely worth it. Very curious to see where Aceslayer goes at this point. Oh, he's probably going to check inverted stone tower. Probably getting beams.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, because it's not quite sound check time yet, so...
Nothing in the shrine so far. Yeah, I'm thinking that too, Jess. I don't know. Probably not cations, but it'll be close enough that you won't have to wait that long. Not going for the work quick kill though, it seems. So this is hopefully the only wort we have to see this run, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like Acelayer's going for a little stone tower dip here. Stone tower temple. This shrine, though.
Yeah, this the shrine has had nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's not Ice Arrow.
No.
Yeah, the Garo has a specific strat with Ice Arrow where you freeze him and then you jump slash, and you get the damage of the Ice Arrow plus the jump slash, and then it just works out really nicely and kills him very quick. Ooh, room key.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Looking like a lot from Shrine, unfortunately. But we are going to go see what that room key is, at the very least. I think Mr. Mario can also get Bank 1000 here.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think he had like 800 last time he deposited, so... Yep.
Oh, Picto. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is getting really interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the runners, but
Whoa. Yeah, everybody wants seahorses now. Ideally, Mr. Mario would want to do a little bit more here to kill time for sound check. Uh-oh. Okay, he's not going to get kicked out, thankfully. But he can check this. And it's our last bottle. I think Mr. Mario actually didn't grab the Chateau, so he's at 5, but if Aceslayer ever goes for that room key check... Oh, hey! Town archery.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Trying to think of everything we have left. Midnight Meeting, All Night Mask. After this, we'll only have swamp shooting. I don't think what else. There's the both ranch checks. Seahorses tingle photo. Keaton mask quiz. I think that's about it. Yeah, the 2 well checks. Yep.
I can't think of much else besides that, so.
Oh, beans.
Beans, great.
Yep. Useful.
Also, Ace not finding it in the lighter chest, so rip my bed, unfortunately.
Unfortunate. Looks like Mr. Mario's going for Stone Tower Temple now as well, so he'll get that Picto shortly after. He does not have enough magic to flip the temple.
No.
Oh yeah, neither of them can do Tingle Photo.
Oh. And I think Ace may have just realized that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Also, there's, yeah, Mr. Mario hasn't done the Cape Hook checks yet. And now they're just going to be exchanging one-off checks until one of them lucks out. This really does just feel like a casino.
Yeah.
I know that's maybe a bit overused, but at this point...
Maybe, but I've lived it, so
Yeah.
it definitely feels that way because you know one of them's gonna get lucky and hit this and find the mirror shield and end up winning the race.
There's a couple things to note. Mr. Mario missing out on that Mask of Truth, at least for now. He'll probably go back and heal Mikau at some point. But that Bremen mask for Mr. Mario is, I don't know. That ends up being required. That's really bad for Aceslayer, on the other hand. Always doing Keaton quiz. Alright, here we go. Alright, what do you have for us, Mr. Keaton?
Oh.
Land title D, the chain continueth.
There's just so many ambiguous items everywhere now. Like,
Yeah, I know. We're getting all of them.
yeah, and
Good.
I want to say real quick, chat. I want to explain Ace fast forward in the final day here. I forgot something very important, which is that because he didn't pick up the wallet right away, Ace doesn't actually have Romani's mask.
Oh, yeah.
So he may have set up for sound check and then realized he couldn't actually do it and didn't want to go back to buy it.
Yep.
So I just wanted to throw that out there. But it looks like he's going for doggy race.
I think at this point, between the two runners, we've seen literally everything that can be bait at this point with that land title deed. With the exception of Cafe Mask, but we know where that is. We're getting dog race here from Aceslayer.
Yeah, Ace also does not have He does not have the Roman mask because he actually skipped day 2 grave.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. And yeah, for those who don't know, in Randomizer, Mask of Truth, if you have Mask of Truth in your inventory, then Randomizer will rig the race so that Gold Dog wins every single time.
Yep. You're still welcome. You're still welcome to attempt to win it without, but I don't even remember what the odds of Gold Dog actually winning otherwise is. Oh my god!
There it is. It's on Dog Race. So you just had to heal Mikau, and then there you go. So GG Ace Slayer. I don't see a path to victory at this point for Mr. Mario.
Yep. So chat,
Yes.
that was it. That was in fact a Wath song of healing in the graveyard as well as the ice arrows.
Also, Sponge calling it, saying that if people rush this in a qual, they would own everybody getting that mirror shield. But it's okay because it is my personal belief that if you do blind dog race, then I think you're the biggest wiener on earth. And you're just gonna have to live with that judgment if that's the kind of player you are.
I may have tried it a couple times in the one qual where the Mask of Truth was on the Goron Ledge and Wath Goron Village, but
that's acceptable, I guess.
But that was also the same seed where I got absolutely destroyed by that was the one with the All Knights mask that led to Ice Arrows in the Ocean Spider House. So,
jeez.
Yeah, what a
qual.
What a qual there, and what a find for Ace Slayer there.
Yeah. Alright, so might as well. So it's going to take Ace Slayer another 10 minutes or so before he wraps up, does Egos and then Snowhead. But let's take a look at the bracket real quick and see what happens here. Because Ace Slayer is most likely moving on, barring any catastrophe, on to face the winner of Boo and Max Chewy. And the loser of which will go on to face Mr. Mario. So, good luck to whoever loses that, because Mr. Mario is quite a killer to fight in first round losers, I gotta say. I mean, either of these players I would not want to see in round 1 losers, but definitely not Mr. Mario.
No, man. Mr. Mario just getting a bit unlucky today with that mirror shield placement, but yeah, I wouldn't want to play him either in any rando he plays. So he's an incredibly good player. So
he's just kind of a rando god. I mean, he does like everything, and he's just good at everything he does. And yeah, in a different seed where that captain's hat would have led to Lullaby, then Mr. Mario would have been a winning. And in fact, even if Mr. Mario read it a bit differently and chased the healing a little bit stronger, like Ace Slayer did, he might have been tempted to go ranch right away. But yeah, it's just one of those seeds where either player can win, and it just comes down to who guesses right in the end. And I mean, to be fair, you have to be good to be fast enough to keep up with the other good players, so in the end, I think this was a great demonstration of skill from both players, and it just happened to swing in Ace Slayer's favor. And he's got some Chateau, actually. He's able to keep that for his cycle, so he'll have that all the way to the end. Guess we can talk about some other matches. There's actually a match starting in about 12 minutes from now. That's Eris versus Exodus. And I believe that is going to be on ZSR 2. So we'll probably have this wrapped up right around that time the race starts. So we'll definitely go ahead and raid them as soon as we're done here. We'll see Revan and Fox on commentary. Tomorrow, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have Death King versus Skyward. And then an hour later, Dodo versus Ego Dev. So 2 more matches to look forward to tomorrow. And then on Saturday, we've got 2. We got Boo and Max Chewy at 7 in the morning Eastern. So good time for Europe and Australia, but not so much for us. We got the weekly at noon. Weekly's just going to be a regular old weekly. And then an hour later... Wait, no, never mind. Sorry, that's Sunday at 1 p.m. is BC Guppy versus Mishi. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And a couple more matches. If you guys want to see the schedule, I will give you... Oh, we got sound check. I'm going to stop talking here so we can hear this, but I'll post the schedule in chat. Oh, yeah, he is. He really has the default instruments on. Alright, I'm going to yell at him during the interview. He does know the lore, though, that you do Zora last for sound check. Because it's ever so slightly faster to do Zora last. Yeah, Fox, you also play with the vanilla tunic color. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I can trust you. But yeah, the lore is when Link walks over to Gorman here, if you're in Zora form, Zora walks a little bit faster than all the other forms over to Gorman, so it's just technically optimal. Oh, you don't, Fox? Okay, well, the one race I watched where I noticed your tunic color, you were using default green. But maybe you've learned your lesson, you've learned your ways. Mr. Mario is going to be taught a very strong lesson here in just a sec. Also, bless Zoe, by the way, for the Pictobox update where it tells you what photo it is.
Yeah, it's always great when you take a picture of Tingle that looks like it should be okay, and then you walk guys like, no.
Yeah. And then you'll take a photo that's like, Tingle is like, you have maybe 2% of Tingle in this photo, but it still counts. And it's like, all right.
I think...
It just realized.
Yeah, he just... Yeah, I think my favorite thing about the Tingle photo is the fact that even if Tattle's like right in the middle of the shot, as long as Tingle's there, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It counts. It's like, dude, you don't even see the fairy that's in front of the the picture here.
Yeah. All right, so it was Kat who was the one who found the Pictobox thing. But yeah, Zoe was able to fix Pictobox for emulators, so Riley can't whine about it anymore. But yeah, I just YOLO my Pictobox photos now. I just like, angle, alright, it's good, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, see, that's a picture.
That's a picture.
Yeah, I think the general rule that we used to follow before we had this tech was you want to have the tip of Tingle's hat in the photo. That's usually the best consistency factor. And it's not 100% accurate. I've definitely had Tingle's tip of the hat in the photo and it hasn't worked. But most of the time it does seem like that is the most consistent point you want to look for with the photograph. Aceslayer's actually timed this pretty well. In terms of his time of day. He's going to just be able to enter Clock Tower as soon as he's back in Clock Town.
Yep.
No. Not the cleanest of goats, but doesn't really matter.
No, especially since Mr. Mario is grabbing the layer of coffee that he forgot to turn in right now.
Yep. Which again, we know is, at this point we know is nothing. just a quick little Majora fight. With GFS, it won't take very long at all, and then Aceslayer will be done in about 3 or 4 minutes from now. Yeah, so the GBT dip actually would have worked out pretty well because you get that Captain's Hat, and that ends up leading to the Mirror Shield. So this did end up being an all-song seed, whether you liked it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Captain's Hat being Captain's Hat being in GBT and the Ice Arrows being in the graveyard, you were going to double dip one of the places, so
yeah, pretty much. Alright, here we go. Here's Majora for our friend Aceslayer. It's just wrapping up the mask here. Again, GFS makes this fight quite simple. Main's trolling a bit. I'm sure Acelayer's like, oh man, I sure hope I don't get sniped here. I think you have to worry about that.
Admittedly, I'm a little surprised he didn't pull out a bomb when Majora started running around, but
yeah, some people will just opt to try and shoot Incarnation, but I think the bomb strat is just really nice because it's 100% consistent. And you got to put on ice arrow or light arrows there. He gets away with it. He's gonna get yeeted.
Yep.
I try to go for the crouch stab or the jump slash cancels rather on this fight, but I can never get it. So if I have GFS, I just go for the crouch stabs, and that usually works. But there you go.
There you go.
There's the GG for Aceslayer, finishing the race in first place. We will see if Mr. Mario opts to continue or not, but Aceslayer is going to be moving on to round 2, and we'll probably get both of those friends in the interview in just a second. Actually, I have the power to drag them in, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Sounds good.
Hello, friends.
Hello.
How we doing? What a gamble! What a casino! The end of that seed
hard
was
during that last hour, man.
Yeah. Could have been just anywhere, and in the end, it was behind the Captain's Hat after all. Just not in the way you guys thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
don't know how sad I felt when I saw healing on Captain's hat.
Yeah.
I felt pretty ahead all that while, but then
You
get healing,
had-
like, nope, you just go anywhere in the game and try and search for Mir. Cool.
Mhm. You had about maybe a minute to a minute and a half ahead of Aceslayer at the point that you got healing. And we were really looking forward to like an execution race for the finish. But unfortunately, instead it was just Casino Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just rando being rando.
Can't do
Absolutely.
anything about it.
Yeah, there was quite a few good moments from this seed, though. We saw stuff like Aceslayer going to Ranch, getting Oaf, and then piecing out, and then remembering Doggy Racetrack chest exists, and it had your freaking bow in it.
Yeah.
That was almost an oops.
Yeah, and then you skipped hints there, which there was a graveyard way of the hero in Ranch. And so for a while we were like, all right, well, Mr. Mario has that information over Aceslayer, but then you intended to go over to graveyard anyway, and then the hint was just right beside it anyway, so it didn't end up mattering.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh my god, Mr. Mario at the end, there were a couple of moments where like we just saw the moment of realization, like the light bulb in your head, like what was it when you went to Smithy and you're like, oh wait, I need money for this.
Yeah.
and then again with like the Picto box, you just take the picture of
Oh,
Tingle.
yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. This was this was something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could have played this one better, even if it's possible to do like heal my cow after GBT. Is that fixed?
Yeah, that's fixed. You can
Yep.
do that now.
Ah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't think it would have changed my route, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. We saw after you guys got healing, you guys went in completely different directions, because Mr. Mario immediately went for Woodfall and then Inverted Stone Tower right after. Whereas Aceslayer started going for some of the out-of-the-way stuff. Like, he immediately went, I think, Darmani first, and then Mikau into Ocean Spider Chests. And you did Pohud and Pamela, which Mr. Mario opted to skip. And we were thinking about that all-night mask on Pohud as well, but didn't end up mattering either. So it was interesting to see the divergence. That's when the seed really started to get interesting, I think, but at the same time, it was just a guessing game.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just came down to a stupid check in logic.
Well,
Like if this was a qual, I wouldn't be surprised if someone finishes like 220 because they got lucky on dog race.
that's
Oh yeah.
I'll say it till the end of time. You're allowed to gamble dog race if you want, but I personally will call you the biggest wiener on the planet, and you have to live with that. You're gonna have to live with that. But it's fine. You had Mask of Truth. You had a reason to go back to Ranch. It's fine. Worked out. Although there was Bremen Mask in Day 2 Grave, and we were like, well, one of them has Mask of Truth, the other one is Bremen. They don't have. It's like if you guys had both of them, maybe it would be an incentive to go to the ranch right away, but
Yeah, it would.
just that
but
it's not worth it.
Just one of two.
Yeah.
I mean, just Mask of Truth is better than just Bremen because dog race is faster, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. That's how she goes. So see, Aceslayer will go on to face the winner of Boo and Max Chewy, which is happening this Saturday, bright and early, 7 a.m. Eastern. And then the loser of that will go on to play Mr. Mario. So
Oh wow.
that's
Cool.
we'll know the result of that pretty soon.
Should be an exciting race.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, we have a lot of races coming up. We actually have a race that started 3 minutes ago. And as soon as we're done with the interview here, we'll pass on the viewers here to that one. That's Eris and Exodus.
Let's go.
Oh,
Once again,
that'd be a good one, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got Death King versus Skyward and Dodo versus Ego Dev happening tomorrow. And as I said, Boo versus Max Chewy and BC Guppy versus Michi happening on Saturday. Or no, I said it did again. BC Guppy Michi is Sunday. Never mind. We have the weekly on Saturday. But yeah, that'll be upcoming. Yeah, the other bracket race is on ZSR too. We'll go do that.
Yeah, thanks for the restream, guys.
So right now, I'm gonna thanks all the racers, GG both of you.
GG's.
Thanks to the commentary for being here and doing a great job. Thanks to Jess to being here as a tracker, and everybody who was watching that race.
There's one thing I want to point out real quick. This was C Falcon's first time doing commentary for MMR, and I thought you did a stellar job, man. So hope to see you back here soon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Thanks, Vidya, for being here with me for that. Appreciate it.
So right now I'm gonna raid ZSR2, who is doing another race of Majora's Mask. So thanks everybody. See you next time.
Bye bye.
See ya.